Hey, Bleed Big Blue, Tim from the podcast. Just wanted to come talk to you guys. It's that time of the year where there's not a whole lot going on. But, you know what, no matter what time of year it is, I'm always looking up Giants. I'm always researching them, seeing what, how our team can get better, how Gettleman is trying to mold this team into. And, one thing I definitely wanted to see, and I was definitely curious after the draft, was what undrafted free agents was Gettleman going to bring in here, because one thing he's known for is getting good undrafted free agents, and he did that in Carolina. And honestly, the way the cap is nowadays, you need to pick some of these diamonds out of the rough on undrafted free agents, because that's the only way rosters are going to work, especially if you have some high paid players. You got to have that balance of having some low paid players that are contributing. And that's our biggest thing, is I want to see who is going to be the ones contributing. I started looking at undrafted free agents, and most of them aren't going to make the team. But I'm going to give you my top 5 who I think will have a chance to make the team. Number 1 was one of our first undrafted free agents that we signed as soon as we could, was Chandler, safety out of Temple. Now, as far as I know, maybe my research is wrong. If it is, hey, let me know in the comments as usual. But he's the only one that got a signing bonus, which is 35K. That being said, that means Giants are, really want him to make the team and really wanted him to be here. So that tells me a lot right there, that he has a step up on the other undrafted free agents as far as making the team. He's 6 foot 190. He's a great tackler, and from what I've heard, as far as the training camp so far, is he's been all over the field. So, is he going to be a starter for us? No, I don't think so. But he's probably going to be a great special teams player for us, and contribute in a backup safety role, when he can. But hey, that's all good. Number 2, Aaron Davis, cornerback from Georgia. He's 5'11", 200 pounds. The one thing I actually saw that he was highly rated as far as PFF grade, as far as people in the draft. He was 22nd best cornerback PFF grade. The only thing they were worried about is, could he still do what he did at Georgia in the NFL? I would assume he can, especially considering he played in SEC. You played against a lot of pros. He's been well tested. I think he was a 3-year starter. So, you know what? I definitely think Aaron Davis definitely has a shot to make this team at cornerback, especially because we're not that deep, and there's a lot of competition going on for that position. So, and he has experience on the outside and in the slot. So, I think that was definitely a good pickup. Number 3. This is one guy I definitely think he might make the team. I've heard a lot of hype over him so far. Is Grant Haley, cornerback out of Penn State. Now, he's a smaller corner. He's a slot corner. He's 5'9", 190. But he's got the athleticism to stick in this league. He ran a 4.4. 4.44, whatever, if you will, in the 40. So he's got the speed. Is he a little smaller? Sure. But that's what the slot corners usually are. They need to be these feisty corners. Got a little chip on their shoulder. But he's a willing tackler. And he gets a lot of pass breakups. Not a whole lot of interceptions, but hence he's probably on defense for that reason. Doesn't have the greatest hands. And that's okay. But I've heard a lot of hype. And I think he's good friends with Saquon Barkley, which is obviously going to help him out as far as making this team as well. So far, we have a safety and 2 corners. I definitely think we want to bring speed. We want to bring willing special teams players in. And that's the main reason that, I think these guys have a chance to make this team. Number 4, Nick Gates, offensive lineman from Nebraska. I say offensive lineman because he's played guard, and while they think he's going to move into guard, he's played tackle in Nebraska. Now this guy's played all the offensive snaps, just about all the offensive snaps for Nebraska for the past 3 years. And, maybe call me a little old school, but that's where I like my offensive linemen to come from. From these schools like Nebraska, Wisconsin, Iowa. Schools like that, these farm-bred big boys, that's the kind of people I want on my offensive line. He's 6'5", 307. And he's got a good shot at making this team if he's, especially on the offensive line. It's open competition, especially for those, guards, one guard spot or probably the right tackle spot. It's huge competition going on right now, and even if he isn't a starter, he can definitely contribute as being a swing tackle. The biggest thing that Gettleman I've seen with his signings and drafting throughout is he loves versatility, and this guy's played multiple positions on the offensive line. So, that being said, my number 5 guy that could possibly make this team, again, the biggest thing is versatility. His name is Evan Brown. He's a center/guard from SMU. He's played all over offensive lineman at SMU. He started all 4 years of his collegiate career. He's very athletic. Some people said he's got some untapped potential. Like I said, versatility is the key when it comes to Gettleman. He likes players that can play all over the field. You don't want to be just stuck in one spot, which is going to help him and Nick Gates, possibly make this team if they can play multiple positions on this offensive line. Because we're going to need backups, without a doubt, even if these guys aren't starting. Well, those are my 5 undrafted free agents that I came across that I think can make the team. Or at least, let's say maybe 2 or 3 of them can make the team. We'll see. I just love the competition when this preseason happens. But that's where I'm seeing the Giants are molding the team. They're molding this team into making sure this offensive line eventually becomes a strength. And they're also building this team to where the special teams could be special. Just look out for it, guys. That's my report for right now. As usual, guys, check in on the show during the podcast. Leave comments. I'm going to start being better about writing comments back. And hey, I still bleed Big Blue. Always.
What's going on, guys? It's Marco. I'm going to jump on the end of this podcast for the outro. It's been a little hectic over here. I'm currently in the process of getting better studio equipment, thanks to you guys. But going forward, we're going to try to update as frequently as possible. Hopefully, we'll get back to the dailies. I think that shouldn't be a problem as soon as the season rolls around and we have a lot of Giant stuff to talk about. So hang tight, it's coming. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications. This way, when we go live or put out a new video, you don't miss anything. Leave a comment down below on what you thought about this video, or if there's anything that you want us to cover. That's not a problem. We put out some merch at the beginning of spring. If you would like to help support the channel, check out the link in the description. If you need any other information about the channel, social media, the website, once again, check out the description down below. There'll be tons of links in there. Feel free to browse. And I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Peace out.